LSU won handily, 81-36. We're set to go. LSU in white, Northwestern State in dark. Quick turnaround jump shot. Bang! It did not take long for Morrow to get into the scoring column.
Nothing like getting right on the block, stepping about 4 feet out. Quick turnaround jumper on the baseline.
And a very nice feed underneath for the lay-in by Jasmine Dixon. Dixon was cutting down the lane. Her teammate found her. A beautiful opening play for NSU.
Yeah, Samaya Smith just a step too slow to get over there on defense. Gave that wide open layup.
A long three from NBA range is off the mark by Day Wilson, but stuck back in. And you know what? That's where LSU is going to have a heck of an advantage tonight over Northwestern State. Blake, Thompson, Ayers, a former former Tiger, Dixon, and Ottoman. LSU trying to extend the lead early.
And Mikaylah Williams did a nice job of jumping that passing lane. Northwestern State trying to get settled in the offense, looked a little confused, but Williams wasn't. She saw that pass coming a mile away, jumped out for the easy layup.
LSU off to a 6-2 advantage. The Demons turn it over again. You take a look at the starting lineup for LSU as Williams from straightaway gets the roll off the front of the rim. There was a whistle while the ball was in flight away from the ball. The three-point field goal is good.
Now they're going to call the foul on Smith on the offensive end.
A three from in front of the LSU bench is good by Janae Thompson. Now remember, she was the young lady who had 6 triples against Champion Christian.
Late getting down the floor on the defensive end will not make Kim Mulkey happy.
No, it won't. And her point of emphasis, Victor, as you well know, in preseason, defense and rebounding. Williams steps inside the three-point line and rattles another one home.
That's 7 already for Williams here in the first 2 minutes and change.
Smith and Morrow have the other buckets. That's on line but long, missed by Thompson. Williams lopes into front court. Morrow slings it up, misses off the window. Offensive rebound, Smith pivoting but can't shoot. Back to Day Wilson. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Down to Smith. She's got an open look and scores from 2 feet.
Yeah, that time she had her defender on the backside, and so all she had to do was turn into the paint and had an easy look at the basket because she was able to pin her defender. That was Shauna Ayers who was trying to guard her from behind. Got on the right bad angle.
LSU by 8, 13-5, 6:45 to play, first quarter.
And another giveaway. You mean the frantic pace and the nonstop attacking that they're facing from LSU?
That and the turnover problem.
Yeah. Which comes from the pressure.
Yes, indeed.
They're going to play a fast tempo, keep up with me or else type of pace. And if you try to play that pace, if you get careless, that's where it'll get you.
Flau'jae Johnson rams home the line drive jumper. Here's Blake to Ayers. Bingo!
Boy, nice ball fake, too. She had Mikaylah Williams on her heels.
Shauna Ayers had 14 points and 5 rebounds in the first game. And there's Flau'jae Johnson.
Look how smooth that move is. She's 10 feet up on the lane, going into the lane, and then drop steps to spin to the outside and gets out off the glass.
You know what I like to say about plays like that. Smooth with a lot of O's.
Absolutely. She showed it that time.
Williams directing traffic on the left wing. Takes it down. They have taken an extra step, but they give it to her. Simone Augustus erupts for 33 to send Kim Mulkey to her first season opening defeat when she was coaching at Baylor. The other two, Tennessee, and then, of course, Colorado last year.
Good stuff, Ron. Has some good information on it. Nice pass.
Flau'jae Johnson leaves that short, but gets the tipped rebound and scores on the short jumper.
She's shaking her head and smiling because she knows she took off a little too early for that layup.
Barger is in the game as well, number 8, tallest player on the court other than Del Rosario. Wolfenbarger listed at 6'5". Del Rosario an inch more than that. She's got it low and draws the foul.
When you get that kind of position with that kind of frame, this should be for a three-point play.
That's where the lower body uses strength and the upper body uses finesse. And the Tigers were brilliant at the free throw line in the first game, doing defensive work right now.
That defensive work helped lead to an air ball shot that was way short. How about this? 4 state championships in 3 different divisions, 3 different levels. As the school continued to change divisions, they still wound up holding the trophy at the end.
She was the Louisiana High School Gatorade Player of the Year last year. This is Gilbert hanging, shooting, and scoring off the window. This is Blake trying to shake Richard. Hanging, shooting, off the back iron. The rebound hits the floor and is grabbed by Blake. That won't make him multi-happy at all. There's about a 15-second difference between the play clock and the shot clock.
Built a little confidence along the way. They got that 1 3-pointer just a moment ago. That's been their only bucket.
A quick release 3 from straight away is a cotton ball from Maya Blake. She's a 1,000-point scorer in her career. Johnson from deep range as well, no good. She's missed a couple in a row from out court, and that ends the first period.
To lead all scorers, you see LSU shooting a very impressive 58% from the floor. But Lynn, when you look at everything else, the one number on the screen, that's going to be a problem for Kim Mulkey's her second line right there. Those 4 turnovers, and 3 came late in the first quarter.
The Demons are actually shooting better from out court than they are in two-point range. They're 1 for 7 on conventional shots. They are 4 for 9 from out court. We are underway in the second quarter. Johnson got a hand on. LSU has a big height advantage. Shot clock at 3. Quick release from out court. Comes up a little bit short. A foul is called. Number 1 active rebounder among all women basketball players. Yep. And she's number 3 in scoring. That's everybody in the country.
LSU had Angel Reese, who's putting up all those big numbers of points and rebounds. There was one other player in the country averaging like what Angel Reese was. And she's now wearing an LSU uniform in number 24.
That was a good job of double teaming defensively by Northwestern.
And she thought she had to move there. It went from bad to worse. But there's a nice block at the free throw line.
Morrow rejects that one.
She winds up getting called for that foul.
26-14. And a nice inbounds play results in the bucket by Atama, a freshman from Mesquite, Texas. LSU broke down that time defensively on the inbound set. Del Rosario will check in at the next whistle for the Tigers. Flauget hanging and scoring. Flauget Johnson, SEC Freshman of the Year a couple of seasons ago.
She's now up to 8, 4 of 7 shooting for Flauget.
She and Williams have 17 combined. Another quick release 3 is good by Atama.
I mentioned earlier at the top of the broadcast, you were talking about the outside shooting.
I don't think Eastern Kentucky went to the free throw line in the first half in the season opener. And so far, Northwestern has not done that. There's a left-handed scoop by Wolfenbarger. The lead is 11. Del Rosario anticipated the pass, and Mikaylah Williams tried to hit a teammate.
She actually is just the 10th Natchitoches native to play at Northwestern, even though she came there from a Mississippi community college.
Del Rosario using that size, grabs the rebound, misses the putback. Gilbert tried to do the same thing. That's missed. LSU playing defense. Williams knocks it in the air, takes it away, slings it down to Wolfenbarger. She puts it up, misses, follows good. NSU just unable to stay with the onslaught pressure of LSU that time.
Now that's great defensive hustle. 2 shots, though, by 2 LSU bigs that should have gone up stronger to get in, but leave it to Flaugier to clean up the mess. This is after the loose ball. It comes back down. Watch how it's short, but here comes Flaugier. Nobody putting a body on her. She does all the things. Put yourself in the right position 9 out of 10 times. She's there to make the play. And that now puts her in double digits so far. 10 points with a free throw coming, 5 of 8 shooting.
And the timing of that cut to the lane was perfect.
Well, it's staying with it, right? It's the whole concept of staying with it until you see that ball go through the net. Loose ball. LSU doesn't have a turnover yet this quarter. They finished with 4 after 1. Still sitting on 4. Good pass.
Williams to Wolfenbarger. 34-19. 5:18 to go. We're in the second quarter. That's fumbled away. A pretty good look inside by Thompson, but the receiver couldn't make the play. Gilbert hanging and drawing the foul as she tried to scoop it with a left. Johnson leading the way with 10. Williams has 9. Gilbert applying backcourt pressure, forces the stop of the dribble, and now things are in trouble. A 10-second call.
That they do defensively, they call it for kills. It's 3 straight possessions that they can get stops on coming out of that timeout. There's one right there.
Yeah, they call that a kill.
Right, couldn't even get it past half court.
Their goal is to have 8 kills during a game. Bingo! A swisher, a cotton ball. When you watch Johnson dig in defensively, there's a shot and a block. Del Rosario swatting it down. Gilbert swinging it left side. 3 ball from the wing. Bouncing. Williams got the bounce off the rim. High into the air and down through the twine. 41-19. 3.5 to go. Second quarter. Stay with us at halftime. A special presentation to one of the best players ever in women's college basketball or professional basketball. Simone Augustus will receive recognition here for her Naismith Hall of Fame induction and others. Gilbert takes it all the way and lays it in. Nobody came over to defend her.
6'5" frame out there, being outside that far away. Nice job of staying low and get a hand on it.
Quick release, 12-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound picked off by Atama. Good on the first one. Day Wilson, Morrow, Gilbert, Wolfenbarger, and Johnson on the floor for LSU. Blake, Dixon, Ayers, Singleton, and Atama for the Demons. That entry pass was slapped away. Flaugier Johnson was fortunate to retrieve it. Fades, fires, scores, and a whistle.
So how about that? I'm not sure how you practice how to draw that up. You throw the awkward pass that leads to an almost turnover, recover it, dribble through 3 players, and make it your way to the side for a fadeaway to draw the foul. Look, behind the back, little cross dribble, hesitation, behind the back again, draw the foul after you almost threw it away, and instead you're sitting on 15 points with a chance at 16.
That is sweet with a lot of ease.
I mean, this makes it look too easy.
15 for her in the first half. Another turnover for the Demons.
It's 14 now for the Demons.
Gilbert, pull-up jump shot from the elbow, left side. Finding Blake. Offensive rebound and a foul called on Wolfenbarger. And this is going to send Jasmine Dixon,
seeing her back on the floor.
And the next one for number 19 for the Demons, she wants to start a mentoring company for international athletes. She is one herself from Australia.
Working on her masters to get that. Good luck to her. A great idea. Nice job by Monty Bartlett on the inside to get that put back.
And at times, there's little that this Demon team can do physically, as LSU has superior height and strength at a lot of positions. Johnson, fade away again, a little bit strong, tipped around. Bartlett had it. Johnson picks it up, misses side left, and a foul call.
First turnover of the second quarter. They're now sitting at 5. Had 4 in the first quarter, 1 now with 42 seconds to go. Meanwhile, the Demons.
Both free throws are converted. Flau'jae Johnson adding to her total. She's got 17 first half points.
Demons, they got another turnover. I was going to say, if they don't get a field goal, they're not going to, because LSU.
Well, let's see what LSU does here. Williams well away from the bucket near the midcourt line. There's about a 3-second difference between the clocks. 10 to shoot. 7 to shoot. Gilbert loses it. Williams picks it up for 3. No. Stick back, no. Stick back, no. Whistle before.
Oh, and you can tell these last couple of shots, she's actually floating when she shoots. And Morrow's just mad because Morrow got the lead.
Amani looking for her 4th point. That gives LSU 53 in the first half. And the first half is over. A wire-to-wire lead to this point for LSU.
That's an outrageously good efficiency for LSU taking advantage of
Northwestern went through a drought of 7 minutes and 10 seconds in the second quarter without a field goal. LSU in white, Northwestern State's Demons in the dark uniforms. Opening seconds of the third quarter. Turnaround jumper will not go. Stick back, rolls in. That's Smith doing what she does so well.
So
and
good.
For Samaya, that's 6 points.
So good seeing her back healthy. She was on quite a tear at the beginning of last year when they went to that tournament. That's when she tore up her ACL.
Williams steals it out front and lays it in.
Second time we've seen Mikaylah Williams jump the passing lane. She's just reading the defense better than the offense itself is running it. Standing there, jumping the lane, easy layup on the other end.
Another turnover, another throw from the Demons to the Tigers. Johnson inside the line for 2. It's good. Flau'jae, 20 points now.
Going back to those 4 games that LSU played in the tournament last year. That's now 6 straight games for Flau'jae.
And almost another turnover, and now it is. LSU has just thrown a blanket over this offense.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm still doing some. I'll get back to that after January. The extended college football playoff makes my schedule a little busier during the winter, so that's going to be different for us this year. College football will go until January 20th, so that'll be interesting.
Holly, I want to compliment you for being so candid, for being piercing in your questions. They're fair, but they let people know at home what they can't see for themselves and how you're able to extract from coaches and a lot of other personalities the real deal.
Well, I appreciate that compliment, but, you know, it's like getting to know these players. Like, we see Flau'jae right there. I've just been over visiting with her mom and seeing how she's growing as a player, and I think those good questions come.
You saw Angel Reese here. You just saw Angel Reese on the pro level. Without Angel, she's the leading scorer rebounder 2 years ago.
Right.
She was behind Angel Reese. But as you've studied this program in year 4 for Flau'jae with a recording contract, and you know she does her rapping and a skyrocketing podcast, as well as being an All-American and preseason Player of the Year selection in the SEC.
Well, yeah, my only goal this year is to do a follow-along, like a day in the life of Flau'jae. Flau'jae is just one of the most impressive people I've ever met in my life, and we're just seeing the beginning of her basketball career. She will and can play in the WNBA. She's good enough, and that would be so cool to see her, like, get a Grammy and a WNBA championship. Like, how cool would that be?
We're speaking with Holly Rowe, one of the very best in the business. She's here to cover the Alabama-LSU football game. Holly, I want to ask you, when you were getting into the sideline business and trying to work your way in and break through some glass ceilings, was it more difficult being female than male?
Right, of course. I think, unfortunately, in sports, gender dictates some of your opportunities, and that's just too bad because I didn't grow up as a female college football fan. I just grew up as a college football fan. And I've tried to work that way in my life.
Lynn Rollins, Victor Howell, and the best in the business with us here, Holly Rowe. You have so many stories like that. We know Simone. We've covered it. We've never heard a story like that. This might be an unfair question, but is there a story about an athlete that you covered that just sticks with you? Just an amazing standout story?
Oh, gosh, there's 1,000 stories.
Well, that's why I figured it was unfair. You probably have a million.
I don't even know how I'd get there, but that's my business. Stories are my business, and I think why I've had a long career and been good at this job is I am curious about people. So here's one other good story about Simone Augustus. Maybe you don't know. She had legendary handles. As you see, some nice handles from Flage, even though she missed that shot. Simone could lock you down.
Yes.
She had the best handles in the business. And one of the reasons she grew up with those good handles is she grew up basketball-wise dribbling on gravel. Like, her dad, Seymour, had a little court for her by the side of their house, but it was uneven. It was just like a gravel court. They didn't have a nice asphalt court and anything. So she grew up working with a ball with uneven bounces and uneven surfaces, and that's where she got that handle from. So, just stories like that.
Oh, yeah. That's like the Pete Maravich story. Walk around with a basketball, even going to class. Everywhere you go, dribble a basketball, and you don't look. So you just get the handle.
She also was a legend under the lights in urban courts here in Baton Rouge playing against the guys. She would be the only female. There'd be 9 other guys.
A stretch of about 40 days in 21 games in 40 days. Wow. So my schedule has not been normal because of those W playoffs, but they were wonderful.
So you'd love to know how Alabama is still ahead of LSU with 2 losses, given their losses versus what LSU lost. That's tomorrow night at Tiger Stadium.
So there's a couple of things to keep your eye on. Number one, LSU is going to have a new freshman left tackle. Paul Mubenga is going to get the start for injured Garrett Dellinger. That is a big story because the strength of this Alabama defense is their interior line, their defensive tackles. So how does that freshman hold up inside? Garrett Nussmeier is coming off a little bit of a disappointing game against Texas A&M where he had 3 interceptions. We did that game 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So the coaches are telling us that he has got to have a little more composure in the pocket for 8 weeks. And then last thing is Caden, the terrific running back who stepped in and become like the workhorse. He dislocated 2 toes.
In the ball game. She had a chance to go to the concert, sing, and then she comes here and drops 25 in a win.
Yeah, she was on stage with Lil Wayne, and then it had her birthday party. She just turned 21 and then dropped 25 points the next night. So Flage is truly one of the most amazing people I've been around, and I love to watch how she operates through it. And she's the nicest, most wonderful, respectful,
she is that.
perfect
I agree.
person. I love her.
They play her music over the PA system before the games here.
Oh, I know it. It ain't my fault. This young woman has come into this season. Her body, her frame looks phenomenal. Her stamina. I can see she's added some offensive things to her game. Flage has come in the best shape of her life, and I think that tells you what kind of mindset and focus she has on basketball this season.
What a pleasure it's been talking to you, Holly Rowe, through this third quarter. Best of luck. Enjoy yourself tomorrow. It's going to be a heck of a game, a heck of an atmosphere as Alabama and LSU do battle on the football court. Thank you for your time here.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys. And I know we'll have lots of good LSU women's basketball all season long.
1 of 14 shooting. NSU is 8 of 41 from the floor on the night, and 5 of those 8 have been three-pointers. Northwestern State with the possession in the dark uniform. And that's tapped away as the pass was intended inside. And slapped away by Wolfenbarger.
Talk about some of the shooting woes. I apologize if we did mention that. I know we had talked about Ayers needing 1 3-pointer. She got that 3-pointer.
Yep.
To move into 8th place all time.
So congratulations for her.
State, yeah.
That gives her 141. All of those games on this court. A little shrill at times.
can be. I wish I could have done that. Pack up, go to school, drop off your book sack, jump on a bus, and go watch a basketball game. I'll take that any day.
I'll tell you what, and I'll forever be grateful. I can remember being in the 5th grade with the teacher, a real World Series baseball fan. He would allow us to bring transistor radios as long as we had the earpieces and we could listen to the game. You know, they played them at daytime in those days.
Yeah, right.
Could listen to the game while you were in school.
Flauget just calmly making another three-pointer.
24
total
for her.
24, yeah. 10 of 16.
5 rebounds as well, a couple of assists.
And look, that's just what she had. She's 1 point and 1 extra field goal attempt from what she was in the opening game. 25 points.
And she finished last season with 16 consecutive double-doubles. Can you believe that?
That's a great performance. Played out of San Francisco State, also Stanislaus State.
Right now, LSU is just doing whatever it wants to. Morrow on the receiving end of a pass. She was down on the low block and laid it in.
44 paint points tonight for LSU. 46 now, excuse me.
And could have been more.
46 of the 81.
Williams.
48.
Yep. So right now, of the 5 players on the court for LSU, 4 have double figures. Flauget Johnson with another rebound. She lopes into front court. Smith draws the foul and can't get the bouncer to go. 50% from the floor as a team. There was a lane violation. LSU leads by better than 50. 6 minutes to play. Williams coming the other way after the rebound. Morrow dumps it off late for the lay-in by Smith.
You spent time at Utah State. You want to talk about some connecting flights from Alaska to Natchitoches.
Oh, indeed. These Demons have some players with difficult majors. Hardison is a physical therapy major and one of 9 children. How about this? Jermisha Frierson, a biology major who wants to become a neurosurgeon.
And at times when this game has gotten out of hand, LSU just 12 turnovers.
The Demons have slumped to 17% from the floor tonight. Del Rosario with the right hand from the left side and a foul.
We'd love to see her shoot it with that outside hand to protect, but that's what we're talking about with that size. For Del Rosario, you get that position, watch. She's going to go to the inside hand. Stronger hand to lean it off the glass, but that's what you need to do. Remember earlier in the game we talked about this. You're going to get the contact, and she's short-armed. At that time, she got the contact and muscled right through.
Kim Mulkey tells us she is not in 100% game shape. She had some surgery in the summer on an ankle. And they want her to go as long as she can, as hard as she can, to get back into playing shape. 2 minutes to go here. There's a nice drive and a whistle.
LSU got away with an extra step.
Looking for her 5th point of the night. Bay Wilson looking up court. Leads the pass down to Richard. The entry fumbled away. And it's going to go back to the Demons after Del Rosario touched it last. And 5 for 30 from three-point range.
56 attempts. Meanwhile, LSU's put up 72 attempts. 70.
Look at the hustle by Day Wilson. 4 to shoot.
Shot clock, didn't hit the rim.
Did not hit iron, and Richard, yes. That's her first bucket. Jada Richard. We close it out here in Baton Rouge. LSU 95, Northwestern State 34. That's going to count, I believe. Yes, it does. So the final score, LSU 95, Northwestern State 36.